Hi guys, Top Pops here, and today I'm back! And because it's been a little while, I wanted to do a special video. So today, we're gonna be going to Disney World to ride every single ride that has a Funko Pop. So let's get started! And of course, everybody, our first park has to be Magic Kingdom. Wait, there's the castle, Magic Kingdom. And if you guys didn't know, there's actually a couple different Funko Pops for this specific castle. One with Mickey, and then one with a golden version of Mickey that you can only get at the parks. And it looks like, everybody, the first ride that we're gonna be going on that has Funko Pops is It's a Small World, a pretty decent one. And I do know that it is my mom's favorite, and right now it is a 5-minute walk-on, so you can't beat that. Okay, so that was It's a Small World, and now that I think about it, I didn't even tell you guys about the handful of Funko Pops that they've made for this ride. There's so many that I don't exactly know which countries they are, but I'll pop them on the screen for you. And now, everybody, the next ride that we're going on is Pirates of the Caribbean, which actually has, I believe, 3 or 4 different Funko Pops. There is Red, as well as 2 different versions of the treasure skeleton and the dog that you see at the end with the key, so pretty interesting. Oh, and then, of course, there is a bunch of different versions of Jack Sparrow, but they're not really for the ride, so I guess we can count them. It's just not exactly this. Now that we're off the ride, I do want to let you guys know 2 different things that I kind of messed up on. One of them, I forgot about the Jolly Roger, and then the second one is, apparently the treasure skeleton is only in California. I thought it was here as well. And now, even though they do have a couple exclusive figures to this ride, they've been sold out for a little while, but I am noticing some other stuff that is Funko related, like these over here, guys, the Loungefly backpacks, I believe for the Enchanted Tiki room, so close, but it's not pirates. Oh, now, hold on, guys, I stand corrected, because they do have this Loungefly bag over here, which I believe is Pops. So they're like kind of like things that look like Pops. And they do have Red on here, as well as a couple other characters. Oh, and before we get out of here, guys, I ran into one more Loungefly bag. This one here is the Pirates of the Caribbean with a cool like metal thing at the top there, which is like the skull and crossbones. And then on the side you can see it is a Disney Parks exclusive. Now, we were just walking by and all of a sudden we ran into Mickey's PhilharMagic, which actually just got a Funko Pop for the 50th anniversary, as well as a soda. And oh, we'll have to check out this one later on. It's funny, I didn't actually realize how many different posters were inside of here. That one was the 3 Caballeros, and apparently we really gotta go because we're about to miss it. For anybody wondering, it's okay, we made it. Also, somehow got front row seats, I don't know how.
What's right? I can't hear you, Mickey! Oh my gosh! Donald, wake up! It's showtime! Don't forget the orchestra! And don't touch my hat!
Poor guy. So as you guys can probably tell, it was a little bit hard to watch because it is a 3D ride, but now we're in the gift shop here and I'm looking for the 50th anniversary Funko Pop of Mickey in his PhilharMagic suit, and I haven't seen it yet, but they do have a bunch of plush. And I understand that they're not Funko, but what is Funko, or at least Loungefly, is these bags over here, which I believe we've seen before, but I figured I might as well show them just in case. Oh, and then also in the gift shop, they do have the Donald Duck over here, and then over on this side, the actual PhilharMagic Mickey. He looks great. Now, everybody, we are walking down Main Street because the Dapper Dan should be showing up soon. I just don't exactly know where. And of course, they do have a Funko Pop. It was actually a 4-pack that released a couple years ago for D23. It's a pretty cool one. And just like that, everybody, right on time. we've traveled over to Storybook Circus, where the next ride is going to be with a Funko Pop, Dumbo. If you want to get a good shot of Dumbo before we get on it, this is what it looks like. That's pretty much the car right there. And I believe you can find Funko Pops of both Goofy as well as Minnie inside. All right, everybody, here we go. We are almost at the top. Let me see if I can raise myself a bit higher. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a lot higher than I remember. Oh, and if you're wondering where the thumbnail of the video probably came from, it was this one just outside of the ride. Actually perfect. And now just outside of Dumbo, we actually have another attraction that also has Funko Pops, the Casey Jr. Circus Train. And it looks like my dad didn't know where I went. I'm over here. I do have to let you guys know that this one isn't exactly like the one in California, but it is very similar, with it being literally Casey Jr. You just can't ride on it like you can at that park. But if you guys want to take a look at Casey Jr. over here, he looks a little bit wonky. I don't know what happened to his eyes. And for anybody curious what this one is, it's not just something that stands around in Storybook Circus. It's actually a water attraction that doesn't seem to be on right now. Otherwise, these things would be spraying everywhere. Now, everybody, it is just about lunch, the hottest part of the day, and we are going on to Splash Mountain. And if you guys don't know, for this ride, there are actually 2 different Funko Pops. Well, I guess 4, but one of them's a 3-pack, and then the other one is a pop ride. They both look really great. Here we go. Woo-hoo! And if you guys are wondering, these right here would be the 3-pack of Funko Pops: Brer Fox, Brer Bear, and Brer Rabbit. I'm alright. And if you guys want to check it out, there I am right there. It's a little foggy, but it's definitely me. Now, you guys can probably tell by the music, but we are on our way over to Tomorrowland because there is one ride here, Space Mountain, that has a couple Funko Pops. Oh, and actually, now that I say that, there's also the People Mover, which we will be riding as well. Okay, so we are now on the People Mover, and before we get going, I want to let you guys know about the 4 Funko Pops that they have for this ride. There is Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, as well as Stitch, which is kind of a random one, but I guess they do have Stitch's Great Escape here in the park. No, they don't. Or actually, hold on, now that I say that, they got rid of that ride a little while ago, but it's close enough.
I'm Borat 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky, the absolute best way to see Tomorrowland.
And for anybody curious, this is actually where Stitch's Great Escape used to be, and it looks like they don't have a ride there, but they do still have the logo up at the top. If it was in focus.
And a lot of the visionary ideas throughout Walt Disney World. Look, there's even a tiny People Mover.
Whoa.
I wonder if that means there's a tiny Borat.
Now, this is something brand new that I wanted to show you guys that you can only really see from either Autotopia or the People Mover, and this is definitely a lot better up here. But if you take a look at it, this is the brand new Tron ride that should be coming sometime soon. I don't know, they've been working on this thing for like 3 years. And I will say, since the last time I've seen it, it is way farther along. And so there you go, guys, that was the People Mover. And actually, now that I look at it, we have fast passes right now for Space Mountain, so let's go.
Passengers who do not meet the minimum height requirement may not ride.
Here we go. I hope you guys can see on that, it's pretty dark. Oh, would you look, guys? That's you! Now, after Space Mountain, I want to pop into Mickey Star Traders real quick to see if they had any Funko Pops, but it looks like here they only have this Stitch Loungefly, as well as a couple other ones that we've seen before, so I figured I might as well show it off. It's just not much in terms of Pops. Oh, and you know what, guys? Also here in Star Traders, they have a bunch of other Loungefly, and this one down here, which we haven't seen yet, the Street Railway one that actually has the Dapper Dans inside. And so I guess technically this is a Funko Pop. We'll count it. All right, now everybody, we've made it over to the Haunted Mansion, where they have a plethora of Funko Pops. It's gonna be hard to mention every single one of them. Like, the first one that we see is literally the building. They did a Pop Town a little while ago. And now I understand it's dark in here, but this room also has a bunch of Funko Pops.
Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination?
And now I know we're moving quickly, guys, but the next Funko Pop is literally the Doom Buggy, the car that you sit in. Here we go. And so like I said, there are so many Funko Pops that happen on this ride, it is hard to show every single one of them. I tried my best. And now here in the Haunted Mansion gift shop, they don't actually have any of the Funko Pops, but they do have the brand new Lego set, and it's the first time I've ever seen it in person, so I'm debating on picking this up. Actually, you know, just in case the thing does sell out, let's just get it now. Now everybody, we're just about over at the next ride that has Funko Pops, and the one that I'm talking about is Peter Pan, just across from It's a Small World from earlier. I know, we've been traveling around the park, it's kind of nuts. What I'm trying to get at here is nothing is in order, but we're trying to get through as much stuff as we possibly can in one day, and it's been going pretty great so far. Oh, and if you're wondering what the Funko Pops are for this ride, it is Peter Pan as well as Captain Hook, both riding on the actual ships that you ride on for this ride. It's pretty neat. And now that we're waiting in line, I can show you guys what the actual ride looks like. It is these boats right here.
Here we go!
Now, I understand you guys can't see me very well, but I did also want to mention that there was 2 other Funko Pops made for this ride. It was just a normal Peter Pan as well as a normal Captain Hook. I totally forgot about that. I apologize about the bird chirping and the music. I'm trying my best here. Oh, now there's cannons. Now everybody, we've made it over to the Mad Tea Party, also known as the Teacups. Not my favorite ride, but we gotta do it for the video. Oh my gosh! No, we are just making it. Now, while we're spinning, everybody, I figured it would be a perfect time to try to describe what the Funko Pops look like. There are 3 of them in the set, the Mad Hatter, as well as Alice and the Cheshire Cat, and all of them are in different colored teacups. Oh, and apparently we're going the other way now? I don't feel so great. Other way. No, 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 no! Whoa. And just like that, everybody, it's over with. If it sounds like there's a waterfall, it's because there is, and we're gonna be watching the Enchanted Tiki Room that has 2 2-pack Funko Pops. And you know what, before we even go on the ride, I think I found one of them.
Hi there! I'm, now listen, it's right on the tip of my beak. Clyde Birdbrain? Oh yeah, I'm Clyde Birdbrain.
All the birds sing words at the hour's room in the Tiki room.
So that was the Enchanted Tiki Room, and funny enough, only 1 out of the 4 characters that they made for it are actually on the ride. You could kind of see Jose from where we were sitting. He was the red and green bird, but then the other one, Barker Parrot, was nowhere to be found. So if anybody knows where you can find him, please let me know in the comment section below. Oh, and then also when it comes to Mickey with the Dole Whip, it's literally just him wearing an Enchanted Tiki Room shirt, and then he is eating the Dole Whip that you can find just outside of the ride. Now we're still over in Frontierland, and I ran into the Mickey pin traders, and I found a bunch of the fig pins. They've got like Maleficent, as well as the prototype Boba Fett. We've got R2-D2 as well as Grogu, and then a bunch of other ones, and I'm debating on getting a few. I just don't know which ones yet, but I'm thinking of maybe these 2 up here for the 50th anniversary. Oh, and then to the left of that, guys, they also have this over here, the Mad Tea Party Pop Pin, a pretty neat one. And then a little bit farther down in the same store, they have a bunch of the Abominable Snowman Pop Pin, and I know at the same time they also released an Orange Bird one, but I am not seeing it here in this section. Okay, now I gotta show you this, guys. You can hear the fireworks. We are on the Aladdin carpet ride, but check this out. The fireworks behind me, it's nuts! Oh, by the way, everybody here got their own magic carpet. I'm just going up and down right now. Noah's ahead of me. This is crazy. I mean, come on, guys, check that out. Oh, there they are. And now, everybody, we've got one more ride that has Funko Pops, and this one here is, of course, Jungle Cruise. And now it is later at night, so it's probably gonna look a little bit different. I'll try to film as much as possible, and also there are 2 different Funko Pops for this ride, one of a normal skipper and then one of Mickey as the skipper. And if you guys want to check it out, these are what the boats are modeled after. Actually, pretty much this exact thing.
Okay, it's fine. I know how to handle it. Hey, watch it, mister. Hey, I wanted it painted red, okay? Well, at least I got it to turn over. I've been trying to get Triple H to do that all morning. Their arts and crafts skills, yeah. Looking good, Fred. I like it. I like all that paint on your fur there.
And And it looks like we found our first 2 Funko Pops, and I believe they're in the wrong section here because this is the Wilderness Explorer one, but at least we are getting to see them. Buzz Lightyear in his XL1 suit, as well as Zurg. Aha! I told you guys, here is the Lightyear section. It looks like over here they also have Izzy as well as socks, and then a bunch more of these ones. Do they have... It looks like the only one they're missing is Buzz Lightyear with socks in his hand. Other than that, they've got every single one. Oh, and I also can't forget that there's going to be a lot of Loungefly stuff, which is a company owned by Funko, and they've got the 50th anniversary stuff, and I believe some of these may also be Loungefly. I'm just not exactly sure because they also do clothing. Whew.
You definitely made that a 5 out of 5 stars photo. I know.
Now everybody, we are going on to Expedition Everest, which doesn't technically have pops, but there is a Yeti in this ride, and they did make some for the Matterhorn over in California, so we're gonna count it. Oh, and also for the Matterhorn, there was 2 different pop rides, one with Donald and the other one with the Abominable Snowman. Pretty sick. Whoa.
That's crazy.
That one is always a fun ride, and here in the gift shop they actually do have some Funko stuff, or more like Loungefly, but this one here is a Disney Parks exclusive of the Yeti. And now I thought they were going to have the pop in here, but it looks like they don't. They just have the normal size ones, and it was one that we actually saw at the front of the park, so we did get to see it today, just not here in this gift shop. Now we were just about to leave Animal Kingdom when I ran into these guys, the Funko Pop pins. I've seen this one before, but I have never seen the Abominable Snowman. I gotta get it. Okay, so we are now starting off the day with a brand new ride that we have never been on before, and it's also kind of like transportation, I guess. This one here is the Disney Skyliner, which they did make a pop for pretty much right away after it was announced. And now, as you can see in the pop, it is the red one with Mickey in it. We are in a yellow one. It's not the exact same, but it's still close enough. And if you guys want to see what the other ones look like while we're on it, you can see there they are going past us right now. It's pretty crazy the amount of these they actually have. Oh, and also, for anybody wondering, this one here is the exact one that the Funko Pop is modeled after. You can see Chip and Dale on the side, and then in the opposite it should be, I believe, Pluto, as well as Mickey and Minnie. Pretty sick that we get to see it. Oh, and hold on, guys, we're actually getting to ride in it. This is exciting. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned, we're at Hollywood Studios. And I guess, guys, right away we're going on to a ride with the first Funko Pop. On this one here, we get to ride the Millennium Falcon as well as pilot it, and we get to see Hondo Anaka. So I'll have to show you guys as soon as we get in there. It's gonna be pretty sick.
Pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipments. And that is where you come in. Oh, the Millennium Falcon. On loan for some very fast and very profitable expeditions.
Everybody, we are on the Millennium Falcon.
Now let's go get that grunge job. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed.
Light
There's the train. Those heavy guys are protecting the train. Take them out.
Alright guys, so we are now off of Smuggler's Run, and if you guys want to check out the Millennium Falcon, here it is. And also, if you were the cast member that said you gotta watch out for the top pops, hi, how's it going? And now in the Star Tours gift shop, they actually do have a couple Funko Pops. So they're being Boba Fett as well as Fennec Shand, and I know that there is a 2-pack of both R2-D2 and C-3PO that I'm still on the hunt for. Oh, and then check this out, guys, right behind the Funko Pops, they have these Grogu wristlets, I believe they're called. They're made by Loungefly, pretty cute. No, what did you find? Oh, right, this one here, it's one of the Loungefly bags, and it's got a bunch of the Ralph McQuarrie ones on it, which I think is pretty sick. And then also, no, I don't know if you saw, over on the right over there, and of course I'm talking about these ones here, guys, the C-3PO and R2-D2, the ones that we were actually just looking for as I was talking to Noah. I noticed this 2-pack, and now I don't think I'm gonna be grabbing it right now, because it is kind of big to bring around the parks, but we'll be saving that for later, and I am definitely gonna be coming back for this thing. I popped into a store that sells a lot of Marvel stuff, and while I was here, I ran into this Funko Pop, Sarah from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And this is a Funko Pop that I do see a lot, but I thought it was cool to see here in the parks, and then a little bit higher higher up. Check it out, they have the Doctor Strange Loungefly. I love this thing. Then over here on this rack, they have some of the Marvel, I believe this would be Mighty Thor. And then up here, they have the actual Mighty Thor Funko Pop. And this one, I mean, is a pretty cool one. And if you guys want to check out the rest of the set, I don't know if they're gonna have more of them, but these are the 6 of them, some pretty good ones. Then right across the street, guys, we ran into another store, and this one actually has the Turning Red Funko Pops. And if you guys want to check them out, they actually have the Red Panda Man. This is the first time I've seen these figures in a long time, as well as the normal Malin Lee. This one's also a pretty good one. And guys, way down there is the brand new Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which I do want to ride later today. Oh, hi Emily. I've switched hats because the other one got too sweaty. Anyways, doesn't really matter. We're back in Galaxy's Edge because I actually forgot to show you one of the Funko Pops. And of course, the character that I'm talking about is DJ Rex over in the cantina, so let's go take a look at him. And now, as you guys could probably tell, I wasn't allowed in there for long because it was reservations, but still really cool to see in person. Now everybody, it is a little bit later. We have made it onto the next ride, the Tower of Terror. I'm gonna be honest, guys, the fogging up of the lens kind of makes it a little bit spookier. I'm actually just in front of the doors right now, about to go in, and if you guys want to check out what it looks like, it is crazy in here. And if you guys don't know the figure for this one, I don't really blame you because it hasn't officially been released yet. It was shown off in Disneyland Paris, and then that was about it. Okay, everybody, we are buckled in and ready to go.
Into your very own image, the Twilight Zone.
And then like I mentioned earlier, they don't actually have the Funko Pop here, but they do have a lot of other Tower of Terror stuff. And I believe that these here might even be Loungefly. Am I wrong about that? I don't know. Loungefly does make a lot of ears. They look kind of similar to some that they have made. Oh, and also in the same gift shop, they have a lot of the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, like this here, which is definitely Loungefly, a Nightmare Before Christmas one. It's kind of like iridescent. Now everybody, it is the next day and we're at Epcot, as you guys could probably tell from the massive golf ball. And now we're walking over to our first ride right now, and I wanted to explain 2 different Funko Pops. Figment, which is kind of like the mascot for the park. And it's pretty fitting because they do have the Food and Wine Festival still going on, and Figment actually has a Food and Wine Festival Funko Pop. And then the other one that they've got is just the normal Figment, which is still a really great one, and I do have both of them in my collection. Oh, actually, they left me. I gotta go to the ride. Oh, and while I'm zooming over there, Figment also has a ride. We'll be checking that one out later. And now, everybody, we're gonna be going on our first ride of the day, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy one. And I know that they made the Funko Pops for Mission Breakout in California, but this is close enough. And if you're wondering, the 2 figures for Mission Breakout is Rocket with a lock, as well as a golden version of the Collector.
For a demonstration of the cosmic generator, I trust you will find it an unforgettable experience.
Okay guys, so we're now off the ride and we're in the gift shop, and it was really hard to film on that ride, but it was a really cool experience. And at the moment, I'm looking to see if there are any of the Funko Pops from the, well, I guess it'd be Mission Breakout, and I don't think they have any, and I guess the Golden Collector doesn't really make sense, but you do get Rocket on the ride, so we'll count him.
Yeah. Why did you make that noise?
Not bad. Now everybody, we are officially walking around World Showcase, where there isn't any new Funko Pops that go along with rides, but what they do have is the Japan Pavilion that usually has a lot of anime figures. And so we're gonna be going over there in a bit, but for now, wait, what just happened? Okay, I literally just lied to you guys. They have the 3 Caballeros here who don't have Pops, but they do have sodas, so let's go on.
Excuse me, have you seen a duck? Hey, goodbye! Who he is? I don't know. With these caballeros, Tiki caballeros, they say we are birds of a feather.
Now I made it to the Japan Pavilion, and right away I am noticing this, guys, a Boruto Funko Pop, and it looks like they only have one of them here, but it's still really cool to see. Oh, you know what, guys, I stand corrected. They also have Liario in that same cabinet a little bit farther down. Pretty sick. Oh, and over in the Pokemon section, they have Leafeon, and I believe that is the only Pokemon they've got. It looks like it. If you guys are curious, the Funko Pops here are only $13.95, which honestly isn't even that bad, and if you guys want to see some more of them, they also have Boruto, as well as down here, some of the new Tokyo Ghoul ones. And now, everybody, we have finally made it over to the Figment ride, and like I mentioned earlier, there are 2 Funko Pops of Figment. One of them is for the Food and Wine Festival, and the other one is for this specific ride.
Smell!
Touch! Cookie, cookie, go! Woohoo! You win one cent!
Figment, don't!
Oh. Imagination is the brains of the house! A dream is the
And so just like that, everybody, there was the Figment ride. Kind of a weird one, but I enjoy it. And now they don't exactly sell the Funko Pop anymore, but if you wanted to pick up the Fig Pin, they do have a buttload of these. And if you guys want to see what he looks like, here it is a little bit closer up. And just like that, everybody, we are back in Magic Kingdom, here to end off the video. But before we do, I have to talk about one more Funko Pop that I haven't touched upon yet, the Orange Bird. And the reason that I didn't have anywhere to really talk about it is because it doesn't really have a ride or an attraction. It's just a character for like Florida in general, and it's this one right here. And you can find it for literally everything. Pins, food, t-shirts, you name it. Actually, check this out, guys. On Main Street, they've got a picture of the Orange Bird in front of the Enchanted Tiki room. I wish they still had this today. And so anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you guys want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But this has been an episode of Top Pops, Popsters. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.
Singing low while I pop a bottle off of your chain swinging, clang clang, and it costs a lot. Bitch, I'm always at the guala, yeah, and you are not badass beat. Keep on going till you hit the spot. Whoa.